Hi there, it's Asia, and today I've prepared for you synonyms for some of the most common words we use in IELTS Writing Task 2. These synonyms will help you avoid repeating the same words over and over, and in this way boost your lexical results score. You'll also be able to download a PDF guide supplementing this video. Okay, let's get started. Let's begin with the main words you need in different types of Task 2 essays. One type of essay is about advantages and disadvantages of something. Here are some other words you could use instead. Benefits and drawbacks. Perhaps I use these two most frequently. Strength and weaknesses. Merits and demerits. Pros and cons. These two are slightly less formal but still acceptable for Task 2. Here are some examples. A considerable benefit of teaching children at home is something. A major drawback of children studying at home is, or homeschooling has both its pros and cons. Another type of Task 2 essay is to discuss two views of other people and give your opinion. When referring to the views of others, you can say a point of view, an opinion, a belief, a position, a way of thinking, or an attitude. Let me show you how to use the last two in sentences. A way of thinking is something you can say about someone's views on big subjects. Some people think that finding a stable job is the best way to build a successful career. However, this way of thinking is more common among the older generation. The next word is an attitude. You can say an attitude about, on, to, or towards something. Some people may have a negative attitude towards private schools. Memorize this collocation or this combination of words, a negative attitude. There is a sign of changing attitudes on issues such as early marriage. The next type of essay is an agree-disagree essay. Here are a couple of useful words. To agree is to support a certain view or position. I support the view that this policy should be promoted but not enforced. This means that people should be encouraged to do something, but not forced to do it against their will. To disagree is to oppose, or not to support, or to be against. I disagree that raising taxes is an effective way to do something. You could say, I'm opposed to raising taxes, or I'm against the proposal to raise taxes. In some essays, for example, the two views and your opinion essay, you need to clearly express your opinion. Here are some alternatives to saying, in my opinion. It seems to me that, in my view. You can use it in the middle of your sentence. Homeschooling, in my view, should be discouraged. Don't forget to put commas before and after this phrase. My own view is that. You can use this phrase to disagree with something you've just mentioned. Some people believe that universities are not for everyone. My own view is that higher education benefits every person without exception. I show the contrast between the opinion of other people and my own opinion. In a situation when you want to agree with what you've just said, use I entirely support this position. Some people believe that higher education benefits every person, and I entirely support this position. You can also use more universal I'm convinced, I think, and I believe. Then there are essays about causes of a problem and solutions. A problem can be called an issue if that's the problem people discuss or argue about. It's common to say to solve or tackle the problem or issue. Another synonym is a hurdle, but this is a problem you have to deal with before you can make progress. A hurdle prevents you from doing something you want. Passing the IELTS exam is the first hurdle to overcome. And an obstacle. This is something that makes it difficult for you to achieve something else. For example, a lack of qualifications may be a major obstacle to finding a job. Please note the preposition, an obstacle to something. Now, how can we talk about the cause of our problem? We can refer to the root of the problem or a root cause. For example, the root cause of air pollution is, you can say, a reason for something. The main reason for air pollution. Again, I want to draw your attention to prepositions. A root cause of something, but a reason for something. Now, the solution to the problem. There aren't many synonyms, to be honest. You could simply paraphrase it by saying a way to solve this problem. Let me show you a couple of collocations that can help you to use this word in a smart way. You can say something offers a solution. Education may offer a solution to the country's economic problems. A solution can be effective, acceptable, long-term, or immediate. Education is seen as a long-term solution to poverty. Yes, you can say a way out. This is a way of escaping from a difficult situation. Education is seen as a way out of poverty. Okay, we are done with types of essays. Let's have a look at some other very common words. One of them is a lot. We use it, well, a lot. But it's informal and not really suitable for task 2. Lots, plenty are informal too. Avoid them. You've probably learned at school that you should only use many and much in negative sentences and when you ask a question. In spoken English, yes, but in formal English, many and much are totally acceptable. Many people support the provision of free medical services for everyone. Another great alternative is a number of or a large number of. A large number of people support this. If you feel that you need more synonyms because you always say a number of, then perhaps you overuse this expression. Try to slightly change your sentence structure. Instead of using an adjective, use an adverb. Often and usually are the most important ones, the most common ones. You can also say frequently, generally, on certain or numerous occasions, in some, many, most cases, in some or many instances, repeatedly. That's how, instead of saying many people support something, you could say people generally support something. For instance, the provision of free medical services for everyone. Or vegetables are generally low in calories. Speaking about regularity, if I may ask you, do you regularly watch my video lessons? Do you like them? If the answer is yes, please subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me. We've just discussed how you can replace a lot. What if you don't have enough of something? You can say few for countable nouns, few cars, or less for nouns that we can't count, less preparation. What are the synonyms? We often say a couple of something, but again, this expression is informal and isn't suitable for task 2. Instead, say a small or insufficient number of something, or in rare cases, in rare instances. Some other words we often overuse are common adjectives: good, bad, serious, important, and so on. Words good and bad are simple, and they are rarely used in more formal writing. Let me give you some synonyms that are more appropriate for IELTS writing. Good. The first synonym is suitable. It means it's right or appropriate for a particular purpose. This program is not suitable for children. Acceptable. It means that you agree that it's a good enough standard or it's allowed. A political solution should be acceptable to all parties. Satisfactory. That's good enough for a particular purpose. You can talk about a satisfactory explanation, answer, solution, or conclusion. The next word is bad. Instead, you could say that something is harmful. It means it's causing damage or injury, and we use it to talk about our health or the environment. The harmful effects of alcohol are well established. Detrimental. This is an even more formal synonym of harmful, but the meaning is wider. The policy will be detrimental to the peace process. Next, inappropriate, not suitable in a particular situation. The existing practice is totally inappropriate to the needs of modern society. There are many more adjectives that we use all the time: interesting, important, serious, simple, to name a few. I've copied the synonyms and examples for good and bad from the PDF list of synonyms for 20 most common adjectives used in IELTS Writing Task 2. And you can download it right now. The link is on the screen and in the video description box below. And the list of synonyms from today's video is in the description too. Thank you so much for watching me today. Good luck with your preparation and your exam.